Hi, Freddy.
Hey, Freddy.
I'm back.
Hey.
Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left.
Well, that's what happens when you give ultimatums. Him or me is an ultimatum, Freddy.
I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
Ooh, that's... don't know about that one. But that, at the same time, I've been doing it without her all along, so I don't really know that that's necessary. But I also don't think apologies are necessary.
Don't even sweat it, Freddy. This isn't exactly a normal situation.
That's true. I got carried away by your magical song isn't our usual kind of fight.
Just wait until Kaz and Brian hear about this.
Nuh-uh. No, the band can wait. First, tell me everything that happened since I saw you last.
I went to a club.
Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
Just a wee bit.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
Oh, please don't.
And you ended up siding with Apollo?
Yeah.
Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
More than I trust Pan. I think so.
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Yeah, I agree. What could he want?
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Still not a fan?
You know how
right.
some people just set your teeth on edge?
Yeah.
That's Pan.
Yeah.
I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Brady.
The Muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Not quite directionless now, is she? Okay, we're going to go talk to Persephone because I really... I should talk to Apollo, or we can go see Persephone. I'm not limited as to how many things I can do in a day.
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave.
She's
If it
holding a
wasn't
grudge.
clear, I don't give second chances.
Aw,
Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
rip. There goes that alliance. I wanted to see you. I apologize. I wanted to see you. Hello?
I wanted to see you again. Make sure there were no hard feelings.
Oh, there are a lot of hard feelings.
Oh, so it's a social visit then?
It was.
Oh, let me be clear. There are no hard feelings. There are no feelings at all.
Aww.
You came, you got what you wanted, you left. Wherever you need to go next, I'm sure Apollo can take you.
Oh, I feel bad because she's had such a hard life. I actually feel more sorry for her than I do for Apollo. I didn't realize that in the moment, but I do now. And I really wish I hadn't been so mean to her. We could still be friends.
There's nothing stopping us from being friends. We don't need to be allies.
As I said before, I'm still not convinced of your innocence.
But after that...
I'd say that stops us from being friends,
But after
Grace.
I prove my innocence...
Really? Still?
Either you're guilty, in which case you won't be here long, or you're innocent, and we can speak after the trial.
I guess that's fine. That's
Well,
something.
one last word of advice before you go. If you want to survive, don't look to anyone else for help. Not Apollo, not Pan, not even me.
Why?
You walked away from my offer, and I respect that. Make your choices and live with them.
Got it. This seems like a really bad idea. He lives by the beach, of course he does.
Ah, Grace, you're back. That's good. I was just about to call you.
What has Oracle found?
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to use a phone.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's not true. I know how, I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow, I've been contemplating our list of suspects, and I think Pan is someone we need to consider.
Double space, but I agree. I thought you discounted Pan.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Persephone did, but I've had time to think it over. Pan is a schemer, a traitor in favors.
I know.
He always has been. His sudden appearance in all this cannot be coincidental.
Obviously.
You think he could have killed Calliope after all?
Perhaps. Or he knows who did and is trying to turn it to his benefit.
Probably the latter.
He always knows more than he pretends.
I mean, I kind of feel like he's pretending to know a lot, actually. What's this about phones?
Wait. You don't like phones?
I just don't like talking to people I can't see.
No, it's the ringtones. They scare the crap out of him. I kid you not.
I'm not frightened. Only a child would be frightened. They're just very loud.
Yeah.
Can we return to the subject of Pan, please?
You should know.
I don't like talking on phones because I have very bad oral comprehension on phones. It's hard to hear people sometimes. It's hard to hear people when you're talking at the same time, as you do in conversation. And it's also really hard to understand accents on the phone, which happens a fucking lot at work when you have to pick up the phone and someone's trying to speak it with you in a foreign accent. It's like, oh my God, at least in person I can try and understand, but over the phone I can't understand what you're saying. So I hate phones, but I can still use them.
Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Wait, he wants to see you again? I don't like this.
Come with me. Should I not go? Me neither.
Neither do I. He decided I owe him a favor after he came to my apartment.
That sounds about right for him. Aphrodite is holding a party of sorts, one you should attend. She is closest to Pan. Indeed, she knows almost all the idols. If anyone is up to something, she's bound to know.
So I should go to the party before I see Pan? I could just talk to Pan. Sorry, I have to go up and then back down.
I
to get
still
the
have that
option.
invitation from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You could, but would you believe anything he had to say?
Not a damn word.
Well, I could always beat the truth out of him.
I don't think that would
Well,
help.
whatever you do, be careful. I still think Aphrodite is our best bet.
I don't disagree if you say she's close to him.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Well, if that's the case, what makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party.
Oh.
Calliope never went, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you.
Okay.
Trust me. If I thought you couldn't get her to talk, I wouldn't suggest it.
Sorry, this is not pertinent to anything, but it kind of is. How do words get mispronounced over time? To my knowledge, Aphrodite should be pronounced Aphrodite. Yes, I'm basing this information off Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but using a Greek accent, I'm pretty sure, and how they pronounce things in the Greek language, I'm pretty sure it should be Aphrodite. So how is it that we Englishified it and everyone just pronounces it Aphrodite? Actually, that's even not English. It should be Aphrodite if it was by the English, but still, the point stands. Why do we mispronounce things from their native language? I know I do it because it's how I've been taught to say words, but like a lot of French words that we have in the English language, if you want to get into the whole root of the English language, French is part of the English language when it was formed, but over time. So a lot of our words are French-based, so we pronounce them incorrectly. But how did we get there? Why did we never start out pronouncing the words correctly and have kept the pronunciation with time? I know that accents are a thing, but you really should be trying to inherently pronounce something the way that they should be pronounced. Like a lot of Japanese words that we use in English language, which sounds like a weird thing to say. I try to say them the way they should be said, the way they should be pronounced. It frustrates me that the English language has gotten to this point, or language in general has gotten to this point. Why do we not pronounce things the way that they were first pronounced? Why did it have to evolve with time? I don't like it. Anyway, what kind of party is it? It's gonna be some sort of glamorous, elegant party, isn't it? Because she's a glamorous, elegant diva.
What do you mean by a party of sorts?
Soiree.
I mean, I'm always down for a party, but...
It's more of a remembrance than a party, really. It's
What?
difficult to describe.
Remember.
That's awfully vague, Apollo.
Indeed.
It'll be easier to see for yourself. It's nothing you can't handle.
Can you give me
Okay,
some
I'll go.
specifics?
Eventually.
Perfect. I will see you there.
It's a date?
Paul, you should see this. The names you wanted me to look up are getting weird results.
I don't doubt it. I was hoping you could...
Get over here!
No worries, Paul. I'll see you later.
Oh, but I would... It seems like it's pertinent to the problem at hand. Fine. I'm going to a party. Ooh. Ooh. She's got a bit of a Parthenon look to the hotel, question mark. How'd that thing with Oracle go?
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check.
I mean, I assumed as much. You generally don't change clothes.
Oh, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace, you made it. I'm so glad. I was beginning to wonder.
Where's the music?
You didn't say this was a fancy party.
You couldn't gather that from the way Aphrodite was dressed. Hello?
Feel a little underdressed.
Grace, look at me. I didn't even button up my shirt.
I don't think your shirt even has buttons, sir.
It's fine.
Was that an invitation to look?
Why is everyone so quiet? You'd think someone died.
You hesitated to say it was a remembrance party.
I should have told you about this earlier. I've been putting it off.
Wait, is this for Calliope? Is this for Calliope's death?
You're cute when you're all
Ooh.
angsty. You get this little crinkle in your forehead.
You might not think I'm so cute after I explain. You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right?
Am I supposed to? Is that what normally happens when somebody's soul goes into your body? Because the answer's no.
No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope
So I'll
did.
know who a killer is with time. How long are we talking? Over a week, I dare say.
Seems like the sort of thing you should tell a new idol.
Yeah.
New idols are usually chosen.
Oh.
You would know about this already, except...
Except Calliope was murdered.
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories. So the veil lifts gradually to protect you.
That's actually really polite system. I appreciate that.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and
Oh
what's
no.
them,
Oh no.
and all who came before them.
Well, that's bad. So she'll lose her sense of self. Oh well. I've always said we're going to go with these
I
options.
have a hard time believing I'll forget who I am.
You won't stop being you. You'll just also be everyone else who isn't you.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
When you say she's gonna pass on her eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace, to make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye, at least for a while.
What if I engage her in song and make her feel like she should live through the suffering and she can get through it?
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift,
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much.
Damn.
We gather to pay our respects
That's horrible.
and to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
I'm going to assume Calliope didn't... Ooh! Now there's a line of inquiry. Calliope didn't approve.
Wait. Calliope refused to come to these parties. That's what you said.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder.
Okay, try harder is a bit of a savage way to put it. You don't really tell somebody who's grieving or depressed or sad to try harder. That's just not going to help. But it does sound like Aphrodite is indeed indulging in her sadness and wallowing in it to the point that she wants to die, just to get away from it. She's not working through it.
It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
But I don't agree with what she's doing.
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
She's
not my choice to
running
make,
away
Grace.
from her grief.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Anguish. Hurt.
Eventually you
Guilt.
will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse.
Why?
If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
What did she suffer? What did she suffer that is so bad that it outshines Persephone's suffering? Because I understand what Persephone went through-ish in general terms. So I understand her problem. I don't understand Aphrodite's. So I don't like it at all until you give me context.
I don't know, Apollo. I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes, but
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Shouldn't I go meet her in private?
mingling.
Yeah, mingling. Take
Eros.
to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Yeah, about that. Let's go talk to Eros. Hi, buddy. Did you want to go share your secrets and tell me your burdens like you didn't want to do before? Why is everybody so depressed?
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Hi. Can I help
okay.
you?
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
Okay. Oh, suppose he did say that she was his mother. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Oh,
You
so
seem a bit...
his mother's dying.
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop.
Then do it.
Remind her that this never works.
And that's a very good point. And the part of the reason why I'm saying she's running away from it, because it's just a cycle. It just keeps repeating itself because she gets the memories back and then she runs away from it again. She never faces her demons.
Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
Understandable. Poor guy. I feel for you, but I can't feel for you. This happens a lot. I don't like this.
I have to be honest, Eros. I'm not a fan of what's supposed to happen here.
I know exactly what you mean. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Sounds like she just needs a good old-fashioned therapy session. Oh, yes. What happened?
Is it okay if I ask
Tell
what
me.
happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me.
I can't even get angry at him because he's right. It is her story to tell.
It's not my story to tell.
What if I could help?
If I knew what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Good lord, he's easy to manipulate. unless she was like gang raped during a war, I can't imagine what is so bad that she's so traumatized by it millennia on.
What happened is that Brother Ares happened.
Oh, well, if I go down that line of thought, that doesn't look good.
He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see. So he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one.
Okay, yep.
He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy. And he told them about the idols.
Okay. Oh.
Then they came for us.
Oh, okay. I actually called what the problem was. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh God, I feel bad for calling it out.
Because completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
So I was right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be insensitive. I'm just like, this is the worst thing I can think of. Unless she's experienced the worst thing I can think of, she needs to get over it. But no, she has experienced the worst thing I can think of. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not equipped to deal with this kind of situation, so I'm just going to move on. I don't even know how I can help Aphrodite from this. But she still needs to stop running away from it. My point still stands. She needs to suffer through her grief and somehow move forward. I don't know how it's going to happen, obviously through song, but running away from her problems is just not solving anything. Okay, did she escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
Or someone
She
rescued her?
didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Yes, the ample dude.
No. Should I?
God of smiths. He could make anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her.
Did he abandon her?
When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Understandable.
Wait,
But
they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted.
wait, what? So they didn't rape her? If their torture wasn't even extreme, was she just lightly tortured then? Or moderately tortured? Have I assumed even worse than what actually happened? Sorry, continue.
Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies.
What?
That's what saved her.
Tell me about this deal.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again.
I'm very
That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
I'm confused. What actually happened to Persephone? It sounds like she was just moderately tortured. What? The official wiki just says that she was tortured. I'm not trying to undermine how bad torture is and how scarring it could be, because it absolutely would be. But it isn't the worst thing that could have happened. It wasn't the worst thing that I thought. So yes, she should bloody get over it. No. Okay, so she wasn't raped. She was just tortured. Is there no other way?
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times.
Well, too bad. Not today, Satan.
She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. But for a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Isn't this like suicide?
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like, suicide?
If it were just suicide, I would probably get over it a lot quicker, because if that's a choice you want to make, yes, it's hurting everyone around you, but if it's a choice you want to make, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But the fact that this is a cycle, since it is a cycle, she's going to continually go through this. That's why it needs to stop, and I need to stop her from doing this, because nothing's ever going to change, and the people around her will just continue to suffer even more.
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their idol.
Which is why there are fewer idols.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect.
I have a strong suspicion that Hephaestus voluntarily gave up his eidolon. I don't think he wanted to be reborn.
Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die for a while.
Damn, this is heavy. I want to stop this.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but is there any way to change Aphrodite's mind?
You say that as if I haven't tried.
I know. Four times already.
If only...
If only? Oh, Hephaestus. We need Hephaestus.
She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
Yeah!
I can't force anyone to do anything
try.
they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I'll do my best. I mean, he could be, but this is the path I'm determined to walk down.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
And let's remember that Calliope has never attended any of these parties. So Aphrodite's never had somebody sing strength to her, courage to her, hope to her. So that could make the difference.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that was some heavy shit.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
I don't think they do. Especially since you have changed from what you used to be.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
Kind
You
of.
call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be
that would
Pan.
be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
You look like you're in physical pain just being here.
Oh, enjoying my discomfort, are you?
To a degree, yes.
Of course, it humanizes you. Makes up for all the abs on display.
I'm so glad you approve.
Of the abs or the attitude?
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
That's so sad. Aww. Poor little boy. Okay, let's go for the showdown. Literally. Let's try and keep Aphrodite alive. Who's this? Who is this? Oh, her successor.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you.
I'm here.
Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
Nice to meet you again.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
She knows secrets, and she can't tell me secrets if she's dead. You hear me?
Is this Grace, my lady? The new Muse?
Oh, Venus.
What manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
I'm not going to ask that question.
Hi. I have to admit, it'll be weird watching this happen the, proper way.
Because I'm chosen?
Yeah. I wasn't. Not like this, anyhow.
Yeah, Lady Aphrodite told me. I'm so sorry, that sounds awful.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
I really need your help first because you have answers and you're about to die with them all.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm
What an absolute bitch. Like, I'm sorry that you had a traumatic past and you're suffering. And I'm sorry that you're about to just go commit suicide to run from your issues. But could you not just not commit suicide for 5 minutes to answer my questions? Like, do you really think I'm asking for too much, Aphrodite? Wow, way to be self-centered.
afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming,
Show you
I
a
will
kindness.
ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
But he's not you, and he didn't know Calliope the way you did, however that is.
Won't he be a little distracted?
With the
Eros
grieving?
has been through this before, Grace.
Does that make it, the pain just go away? I would think that makes the pain worse.
He knows what must be done.
Oh, wow. She's oblivious as fuck. I want to talk you out of this.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually.
Oh,
Forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
Oh, God, you didn't just say that.
yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me
You
out
should
of
have just
this?
waited until the song started. Do it for Eros, because this doesn't help.
You must know this isn't working. How many times have you done this? Has it gotten any better?
Better. I do not remember what better feels like.
My point exactly.
I remember many things. I remember virtue, heroism, even love. All of it eclipsed by the memories of pain. But tonight is not about becoming better. It's about respite from the pain. And honoring the memory of what was. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
I'm starting to feel stressed. We need to talk to Venus. Hold on, we'll talk to Venus first. I don't know how we're supposed to do this.
I should apologize, Grace.
I feel like
that
I feel like I need to turn off the timed responses. I looked into it, and in the settings, you can turn off the quick time responses. I guess it would just stop and wait for you to have an input, because I feel like I'm gonna mess this up.
was chosen like I'm somehow more special. I
Oh,
really didn't mean it
fine.
that way. I hope you can... I'm sorry.
It's fine. I didn't take it
It looks
to
like
heart.
I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
You can't be ready for second thoughts.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
No. Not really. No.
Not really. I still felt like me, if that's what you're asking.
You didn't
For
remember
now.
anything
For now.
about her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Wait. You should know about the veil. Huh? You should know about the veil. They said that everyone who's chosen to be a successor gets taught about the veil. So you should know that no, you won't feel like that person for quite some time.
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
There we are.
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
Oh my.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place.
I would say so, yes.
She says it was fated to be.
It does feel that
I
way.
say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much.
But this is not going to fix that.
Errol's called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
I don't see that this is mercy. Again, if it was a one-time thing, yes, I would see it as a mercy. But it's a cycle.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
Aren't you? Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. Something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible. And I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
I don't know. I'm kind of getting a bit of a savior complex from you, a hero complex. You volunteered at the homeless shelter, so you have a need to help people. But it feels like with the need to help Lady Aphrodite, I'm sorry, just Aphrodite, it feels like it's going past the point of just being a general kindness. And now it's starting to feel like it's a compulsive need on your part. But maybe I'm just reading too much into it. One final hurrah with Apollo, and then we're going to start the ritual. Any final words of wisdom?
Back again.
Hi! Aphrodite won't help me.
I don't
Mean
think I'll have a
bitch.
chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
I was hoping she might have spared a moment.
I mean, anybody else would have spared a moment, but she doesn't seem very considerate.
What should I do?
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest.
No.
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
Or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
Yep, let's go.
And
Let's go.
doesn't regret it.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Or get angry at me for ruining her
Also a
party.
problem.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Which is why we're going to try to save her alive. Have you met Venus? She's an odd...
Have you spoken
An
with
odd duck.
Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Which is why I don't buy it.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors.
Hold up. That's her problem. She keeps picking out souls that can't deal with her pain because they're too pure. They're too innocent. She needs to pick harsher, tougher souls who have the capacity to withstand her grief because they've already been through shit themselves. That's where you're going wrong.
She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person,
No,
a more worthy
that's
person.
where you're going
Wouldn't it
wrong.
be better if she chose people who were...
Yes!
more resilient?
Thank you. It's not just me who sees the flaw in her plan.
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
Well, right now, the strength to withstand her grief is quite obviously the go.
I should get back out there.
I mean, he's not wrong, but contextually he is. Okay, let's go. Fuck. Let's go. Should I use the mouse? Do I feel like I'm going to be quicker if I use the mouse over the keyboard? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, you're going to have a cursor here because I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
I have tried.
I've got a levy
so
to save.
hard, fought for so long. But in the end, I must bid you all farewell
How is it that she's mopier than Apollo? I didn't think it was possible.
once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely Muse that we shall be guided.
Bring it.
We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we
Fuck, I don't know.
shouldn't intervene.
I don't know.
We were wrong. We were wrong.
I don't think that was the right idea. Definitely not the right choice.
So-called brother Ares sold his soul forevermore. He so loved the military, he became their dog of war. He denounced his loving family, and with mortal guns and greed, on a plate gladly delivered everything that war dogs need. He betrayed us and we let him, and with their mortal souls long gone, we thought we were untouchable. We were wrong, we were wrong. I see you have the power, it's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice.
So you could live. He sacrificed so you could live.
The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory. And this
I don't think that was the right choice. Not the right choice at all. The red choice wasn't inspiring, alright? Oh, she's so dying. I don't think I picked a single right option there.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If your story stops there, I've nothing to say.
That's not true. I have a lot to say.
I can't imagine.
Wrong option.
I feel like a child who grew up too fast. The goddess of love can't get past the past.
That was the worst option I could have picked, I think.
What good is a flame when everything's ash? I can't imagine.
There's no excuse, but mortals can tell.
You know.
There's no sweet release, it's ongoing.
You know. You know.
Everyone's here to bid me farewell. Can you imagine?
Give me one more chance!
I can imagine.
Don't let this be it!
This really happened. I won't let you weep. You know it's too late. Sing me to sleep.
No!
Pity my fate. My memories won't let me be.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Let me choose!
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment.
Should have appealed to Apollo?
I'm only new here, so all this seems out of my hands. And your ceremony will only a God understands. But when it's all over, what will become of the girl who keeps all your secrets secret from you? Will she disappear as you come into view? Is there some other way to get through? Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment. There's fire in you yet. Aphrodite returns, she'll never forget.
Finally lost in a moment.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to...
Live.
Yes.
I have chosen to live.
I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating. My armpits are sweating. I'm so tense.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days
Hey.
to come. But thank you.
Say that. Oh my god, I was so tense. Like my shoulders were like really high up because I was tense. I'm literally sweating under my armpits. I'm hot. I'm overheated. I'm stressed. I don't do well under pressure. Oh my gosh. And I don't know how this game is geared. Whether I just need to make a right decision at the end, or whether I need to pass a certain number of checks in order to get a certain end out of these songs. So I panicked the whole way through because I don't know if it's just the last response that matters, and I don't even know when the last response is, or whether it's a cumulative effect where you got to check boxes. I don't know. And in that song, I didn't want to just keep going with the right options because I seemed like I was just smacking her over the head with it. It didn't seem like I was easing into it or inspiring her towards it. It seemed like I was just going, yeah, bitch, don't die. Like, who's that going to help? Nobody. But then I felt like, oh, maybe I'm going too blue and green and I'm not going hard enough with the red. And I started to have doubts and I panicked even worse. And then when there was the option to appeal to Apollo and get Apollo and follow his words or whatever, I was like, I should have picked that option because you got to remember, we brought Apollo here. We chose him over Persephone. So maybe we should have utilized him in a way because we picked him. He's supposed to be in our corner. But I don't know. I'm glad I did it myself. I really hope this isn't worse. This will work out. You promised to help me. God, that seems really self-serving.
I really don't want to press, but you had said before that we could talk afterwards.
Even though you've just gone through a very stressful endeavor and you're probably still reeling from the emotions, can we talk? I'm on a timeline here.
I don't think this is the time to talk.
It's fine, my love.
TikTok, Eros.
I owe Grace so much, and her need is great.
Well, my need wasn't so great 5 minutes ago when you declined to talk to me before you went on your suicide song.
No doubt regarding Calliope's death.
Obviously.
Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
Many. I still say Athena. I mean, I don't want to go out and assume that he's responsible because he's the easy target.
Not really, no. You're the first person I've asked.
What's Persephone, chop freaking liver?
Told you know everyone.
Everyone. Now that's an exaggeration.
You do know everyone, Mother. You're always in their business.
That didn't sound entirely like a compliment, my love. Besides, I'm not the only one who's always in everyone's business, am I?
You're thinking of Medusa, aren't you?
I want to pick that, but this seems the more helpful response.
Okay, I'll bite. Why would this Medusa be involved? And why isn't she a suspect?
Mother has always distrusted Medusa.
She
Did
works
she
for
warrant
Athena as a
it?
watcher. She's everywhere, lurking in the shadows.
Look at that, a finger pointing back to Athena.
If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
What about Pan? I came here to ask
Come
about
now,
Pan.
Mother. It's time you rested.
It occurs to me I should have
It's
picked the
been a
Pan
long
option.
night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Yay! If nothing else goes right in this game, at least I saved her. Positive. Hey, how you
So,
feeling?
Did they have anything
All the
helpful?
help you need. Broke the cycle of
Maybe.
rebirth.
What do you know about Medusa?
I know she's dangerous, but she does Athena's bidding.
How sure are you of that?
I'm not sure of anything any longer. You aren't thinking of seeking her out, I hope.
It's that old Pan. Is there another way?
I have to. How else will I find out what she knows?
You need to be careful, Grace. Medusa is not to be toyed with. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know.
Pan, but I'm not about to get another favor towards him.
Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
Gee, I don't know, handsome hunk. It could be the fact that I'm going to die in 5 days. You know, just maybe that's weighing on my mind a little bit. Aphrodite went through so much. I'm fine. I'm thinking about Calliope's. I'm really not.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
Right?
You really are amazing, you know that? Every hurdle, every piece of unpleasant news, you just keep on going. I don't know how you do it.
That's what humans do. I am amazing. I have no choice. What do you mean? Does he like brash confidence? Probably not.
It kind of helps that I don't have a choice.
I just wish I could see the world through your eyes. Next to you, I feel very old.
You are. Can't help you. Bye. You are. I mean, I agree. He is very old.
How about you come with me sometime? Let me show you the world I see.
A tempting offer.
Sounds kind of corny, huh?
We just met.
It really doesn't. I would love that. Can we go now?
Can I save my life first? Can we
Hey, I'm game if you are.
put a pin in it for 5 days?
My hand for a minute. Let your hair down for a second. There's so much to like if you open your eyes. If you try to search for the light, you might be surprised. No, it's not hard to find. The courage you need to be joyful is something you build over time. No matter what I do, the answer's in you. But I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
I'll take your hand for a minute. Oh, it's more than I feel I deserve. It could grow on me, this world that you see. Yet I've been alive for too long. 1,000 years of learning about what could go wrong. I'm tired of being wrong.
If it all went wrong, and it could go wrong, still better to lose than to never open up. That's the one thing I wanna get across. The courage you need to be joyful.
I appreciate the
Something I'll
campaign.
come help you find.
If I ever let her
No matter
know,
what I do, the answer's in
the
you.
answer's
I'll
in
hold
me.
your hand all the while.
The courage you need to be joyful is something you build over time. No matter what I do, the answer's in you. I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
As far as love songs go, that freaking sucked. I don't like it. This game is quite hit and miss for me with the songs. A lot of them I find actually really bland. The melodies just don't stand out. They don't differentiate themselves from one another. A lot of the songs just seem like they are a continuation of a previous song because there's nothing special about them. It doesn't feel like it's a different rhythm, doesn't feel like it's a different scale, doesn't feel like it's a different, like beat or I don't know. They just don't feel very different. It's like the same person wrote every song and it's just sort of a big wash of nothing. A handful of standout songs. I liked the song with Persephone. I thought that was really good because we had like rapping in it. It was nice and the rhythm was different. And then I really liked Apollo's first song, his solo song. Well, solo before I started singing. You know what I mean? That was still my favorite song in the game thus far. But so many of the other songs seem super bland. Like even Aphrodite's. The first few lines she sung I thought were quite boring until it picked up and we started getting into her story. I'm like, oh yeah, no, now we're getting there. This is really good. But it started off not great. And then that love quotation marks song was bland. I didn't vibe with it. I'm quite disappointed by it. I regret my decisions. Maybe Persephone would have sung better. Although I don't think you can romance Persephone because she seems to be straight. But still. At least I could have picked her as a friend and we could have had a friendship song or something. I don't know. But now that I'm romancing Apollo, I can't wait for him to be the one who killed Calliope. The betrayal's gonna hurt so much. But my money's still on Team Athena. It really is. There's no way it's Pan. He's too obvious a suspect. It absolutely is not him. But I guess we'll see.